Lots of people have heard about ping pong diplomacy, but what about its flashier sequin cousin, K-pop diplomacy? Countries have long been using cultural exports as a way to bridge gaps in international relations. Bilateral relations between the world's two biggest economies, the US and China, started off with a few games of ping pong. Today we're seeing South Korea flex this muscle through one of its biggest cultural exports, K-pop. And this is happening all over the world. South Korean President Moon Jae-in even appointed K-pop group BTS as special envoys to the UN in 2021 as a way to connect with young people globally. More than 1 million people tuned in live to their speech, which discussed climate change and vaccines. A study from Cornell University in October last year also found the South Korean boy band BTS as the most significant driver of health discourse, and that K-pop fandoms as a whole were a significant source of positive public health messaging during the COVID-19 pandemic. When President Moon visited the UAE to close a $3.5 billion missile deal, he also hosted a K-pop concert at the Dubai Expo Jubilee Park for a small group of leaders. The concert featured names like Psy and Stray Kids as a way to promote the city of Busan's bid to host the World Expo in 2030. But not everyone is embracing K-pop diplomacy. K-pop fan accounts on China's Twitter like Weibo have been temporarily banned for irrational star-chasing content. China's been taking aim at effeminate celebrities as well, and what it regards as unruly fan culture. A little closer to home in North Korea, leader Kim Jong-un called it a vicious cancer, according to a Seoul-based NGO. For more on that, here's my colleague Jong-ho Lee from Seoul.
Thank you, Nicole. North Korea has publicly executed 7 people for watching or distributing K content, according to the report you mentioned. Kim believes it's a cultural war, thinking that it brings the capitalist way of thinking to the country, ultimately undermining its legitimacy to rule. But he wasn't like that from the first place, especially when the inter-Korean relations was in a good shape. He invited various K-pop groups, including Red Velvet and Seohyun from Girls' Generation, and got them to perform before North Korean audience in 2018. But as North Korea's economy declined, especially after the failure of Trump-Kim summit in Hanoi in 2019, he started to get worried about how internal audience may perceive him.
According to unofficial comments from South Korean officials,
the ultimate goal of South Korean government via its K content is to create awareness about the country, including its democratic values, as it is an effective way to communicate directly with foreign public.